Hey guys, TipTop Gamer is back with another awesome video, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and lets me know that you like what I'm doing. With all that in mind, let the fun commence. But first, the intro. The final lord awaits its quelling. But before that, I need to make sure I get everything done here. If I do all this now, I may ensure that I get a decent rest after I get back. This way nobody asks me for requests when I'm like dead tired. Alrighty! Let's go find some requests! Who's up first? Ah! Over there! Hey guys, TipTop Gamer is back with another awesome episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. If you guys are last time, you know that we returned to Jubilife Village after dealing with the Lord of the Hollows Electrode. And we also obtained our final quelling assignment. We have to go to the Alabaster Icelands in hopes of quelling the Lord of the Tundra, Avaluge, from its frenzy. He is the final noble that we will be quelling in this adventure. But we won't be going there this episode. In this awesome episode, we are going to be doing some more side quests around Jubilife. Also, I hope you guys weren't yelling at me in the comments too much. There's a wisp behind the Galaxy Hall building. We have only 2 wisps left in this area. There's also another open side quest over here that we can accept. So, let's accept it. Never! Never, you whelp! Oh, dear customer, I am sorry you had to see that. I asked Tahua, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, to supply me with some new goods, but he simply won't do business with me. I truly hate to keep imposing like this, but would you please try to make him see reason? You do well to bring him a token of goodwill. Perhaps some sand radishes? 3 ought to do it. So now we gotta get some sand radishes, and I think the best place to find those is in the Alabaster Icelands, so I'm also going to take a step back over here to the mountain camp in hopes of obtaining one final lump bean. I handed over all the goods needed to make these pickles. Lovely. I already have the sand radishes I need, so let's get pickling. Now for the final step, all we need to do is place Geodude on top of the pot, and it's done. What in the world? He was so happy that we needed him, he evolved into Gruntler! Gosh! Geodude changed shape! Is this that evolution business I've heard people talk about? And what about the pickles? Oh my. This is twice as good as I expected. I'll call it the twice spiced radish. It truly is the perfect pickle dish. Why, with the help of Pokemon, there's no limits to what a cook can accomplish. Thank you so much for helping me out. I'm happy to do it. I got a twice spiced radish recipe. It seems as if there's nothing you can't find. I'm always thanking you, but thanks again. There's simply no doubting your abilities. I heard from Wanda how you reassured her, telling her your teammates and all. She's even started calling you her It really means a lot to her to be accepted by someone like you. And as her big brother, I appreciate you keeping her safe too, of course. I know that she could be a real scatterbrain. She's standing right next to you. So I'm glad she's got you looking out for her. Alrighty! We have one more area to explore in this adventure. How much do you guys want to bet that he's going to lose her a fifth time? Now here's the boy I was hoping for, Wanda's constant savior, James. I'm afraid the day has finally come. This time Wanda couldn't even find her way back from the Obsidian Fieldlands. Right on our own doorstep. It's practically our own backyard, right? She should know her way around, so I'm worried that something happened to her. I'd really appreciate some help from you and Ursaluna. Use the scent from Wanda's raggedy old kerchief and search her out for us. Wanda has to be somewhere out there in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Find her for me, please. Yeah, I forgot we didn't actually go find her in the... I'm gonna see what this guy has. You'll have new stuff to sell you pretty much daily, every time you come by him. So make sure you check to see if he has something good. Here at the photography studio... It's taking us this long, I'm sorry. Here at the photography studio, you can enjoy taking photos together with your Pokemon. Ever considered preserving a lovely memory with your Pokemon as a photograph? Come on in and give it a try. I was wondering why I haven't gotten this guy's side quest. So yeah, we can go in here. Volo is out front in that picture frame. Here we are. Jubilife photo booth. I'm in the business of photographing folks with their Pokemon. Why not have your photo taken? Yeah, why not? I can show this off. We can prepare our Pokemon. We can change the scene in which we take our picture. And then once you start shooting, you can use the camera button to take some photos. So yeah, this is here if you want to have some fun with it. If you want to play around with some picture taking, that's great. Now, where's... here we go. Right by the campsite. Oh, now that's a nice spring mushroom if I've ever seen one. I'm glad I chose you for my request. You've got what it takes to be a fine mushroom forager. By the by, did you know that spring mushrooms like this one multiply in no time? That's why you'll find them all over the Obsidian Fieldlands. And they're versatile too. Fry them, stew them, they'll taste great either way. But I digress. Let's get to teaching you my recipe. I'll just use that handy workbench over there. Use a workbench to cook. And here you have it. Delectable mushroom cake, beloved by Pokemon far and wide. Just throw in a wild Pokemon, and if it's partial to a nice mushroom snack, you can bet your bottom toadstool it'll go after that cake lure. You can use that opening to make your getaway, or, of course, to try to catch the Pokemon. Here, I'll give you some of my own cake lure bases so you can get crafting right away. Hooray! Now get out there and throw a gratuitous number of mushroom cakes to lure Pokemon left, right, and center. You hear? I'm counting on you to make my recipe famous! We can now make mushroom cakes, which is super nice. So let's get out Ursaluna, and at the same time, let's be on the lookout. Well, there we go. I guess if we didn't have the right number of mushrooms on hand, we could have used Ursaluna's snout. Where is the balloon race guy? Oh, right over here, right next to me. Hello. Ride a Pokemon and smash through balloons. Ride, 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 and burst them all! If you manage to burst, say, 17 balloons, well, that'd be an impressive start. How about it, kid? Want to play? I'll give it a try. There are a total of 30 balloons on the course. Let's see how many of them you can burst in 45 seconds. Now, get out there and get bursted. Thanks for letting me use my Pokemon. Of course, you could probably just let me burst them by giving me some rocks to throw at them. Make it harder on me. I mean, I guess the wild Pokemon all over the place makes it kind of hard because there's always something that wants to kill me. Alright, we've already reached a good number. We're actually pretty close to having the mold popped. Come here. Come on. What? I hit the wrong... I keep forgetting that I assigned my GR and GL buttons to switching out the Pokemon, and I'm not used to having the GR or GL buttons do anything on my Pro Controller, so I'm just fidgeting with them. Naturally. So close to bursting them all. Yeah, I know! Got some Pokeballs, so that's nice. I really want to see if I could do it. Round 2! No! Stop it! Okay, hold up. Okay. This is going much smoother. I can just fidget with the buttons at will. Yes! Last second, baby! I'm gonna fidget with the buttons because I can. Welcome back. You burst 30 balloons? Perfect! You popped every single balloon! You're definitely a balloon bursting boss, that's for sure. And that means you deserve something special to mark the occasion. I got a nugget! And I have rare candy! I can sell these! Nice! There's those tablets again. Those pictures of Pokemon. Alrighty. So now, I'm climbing up this way. So you guys can see that there is a wisp up here. Pretty easy to get while you're here. Might as well. Right? Aha! And I have a blue light. Which means... got her scent. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. Here she is. Over here by these Paris. Help! Oh, please! I don't want sprout mushrooms! Go get him, Hexmix! Alrighty then. There's really nothing to be afraid of, I mean... Okay, to be fair, I'd probably hate it too if I started sprouting mushrooms like they did in My Hero. Ow. Okay. Clearly nobody taught you the type advantage that every trainer should know. Then again, I feel like that should be something that Pokemon know too. Pokemon should know type advantages. It would save them a lot of pain. Alrighty, one left to go! Wonder if you're watching this, just know, I'm not sprouting mushrooms, I'm sprouting drowsiness. Yeah! And just like that, we win. Wanda, you are safe! You're welcome. I gotta get Voltorb back. I keep forgetting to switch him. I keep forgetting to switch him for Gyarados. Thank you! I swear I never survive here in Hisu without you as a teammate. I came to patrol because I knew so the villagers came out here to hunt mushrooms. While keeping an eye out for them, I ended up hunting around a bit myself for some finds. But the mushrooms ended up hunting me. I guess my brother's probably a mess worrying about me again. Yeah, a little bit. But you're so good at battling. Probably even better suited to the security corps than I am. It definitely keep you from getting lost. I have completed the Pokédex entry for Kricketot. When the trees take on new hues, more of these Pokemon appear. The tone they create by striking their antennae together resembles that of the mariba, an instrument of foreign lands. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Because that quest is all the way over here. You completed Kricketot's Pokédex page? Great! Quickly now, let me have a look. Okay. Oh, so Kricketot produced that curious sound of theirs by hitting their antenna together. I wonder if Envin from the supply corps could put together an instrument with a similar shape to those antennae. Yeah. Well, for now, thanks for going out of your way to solve this tonal enigma. Here, take these. Yay! I can use these to make hyper potions! To complete a Pokemon's Pokedex entry, you need to catch and battle that species over and over again, right? Gosh, you're such a hard worker. Don't I know it? And there, over there, is another Wisp. So let's just investigate this trail real quick. Doesn't really look like a wisp, just looks like a fire. Oh, there's a gym jar. Hello there. Oh, you want to fight, huh? Huh? Have you come to show me the will-o'-the-wisp I saw? That I am, Mrs. Ma'am. A Pokemon? But I'm certain what I saw was a will-o'-the-wisp, you know. I should look at this Pokemon at night. Okay, if you say so. Yep. So we gotta come back here at night. I gotta go sleep.
One nap later.
He's so cute. That's it! That's the will-o'-the-wisp I saw, alright? So it was a Pokemon all along. In any case, you caught it just like you promised. The Survey Corps really are a talented bunch. I just have to explain the whole thing to Waka somehow. Can't say I'm looking forward to that. Will-o'-the-wisp! No! Save me, sis! Ah! And we all chuckled ourselves to sleep that night after watching a child scared out of its wits by a Chimchar's butt. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Wow, my subconscious must be madder at Zeke than I am. I keep forgetting to come back and talk to him after Wanda comes back. Thank you for saving Wanda yet again. So glad we've got the Survey Corps to rely on. I was chilled to my marrow when I heard my sister was caught up in a Pokemon attack this time. If only she could have gotten herself assigned to patrolling the village for a while, nice and safe. Yeah, well, once again, there's one more area to explore. You can smile for now, but eventually she is gonna get lost again. And then you're gonna need me, as a member of the Survey Corps, to go out and find her, as always. Hello there, my friend. I've been waiting for you, kiddo. Let's get down to business. Have a look at that Sudowoodo. It was looking pretty listless, so I gave it a whole berry feast. But even though it gobbled them up, it still seems like it has no energy at all. Isn't that odd? So then I figured it must be parched. After all, it's like a plant, right? It must need to be watered. So if we could just fire off a healthy water pulse at it, I'm sure it'll park up in no time. Why not like water gun? Or liquidation or something like that. Why water pulse? I mean, it's just like saying, why not put out your fireplace fire with a garden, with a firefighter's hose? Like, what? I said alright anyway. You're right. Bring me a Pokemon that can use Water Pulse, so we can get Sudowoodo feeling right as rain. Maybe I should tell him that Sudowoodo's a rock type. Maybe I should, instead of trying to find a Pokemon that knows Water Pulse, maybe try to, I don't know, complete Sudowoodo's Pokedex entry and show him that it's a rock type. Yeah, I know a Pokemon that knows Water Pulse. He's my best friend. One of my best friends. Alright. Get ready, Sudowoodo. All your worries are about to be washed away for good. Guess we're doing this. Do it, Tusker! This is your fault, Dodo! I should call you Dodo from now on! This is what happens when you use Water Pulse on a Sudowoodo! Take that! See? Too much water, and you killed the tree! That's why I suggested water gun! Maybe it doesn't like getting wet? Is that it? Gosh, I guess I rained on your parade. Sorry, Sudowoodo. Literally, you rained on his parade by shooting it with water. And I'm sorry for making you a part of this, too. I thought I was helping, but when you get right down to it, I just didn't understand Sudowoodo. Keep working hard on that Pokedex to educate poor fools like me, would you? Will do, buddy. Will do. Got some more heavy balls, some more EXP candies. We're going over here to the settlement. So, you found a cure for my Psyduck. Let's give it a shot. I actually found this a while ago. Maybe I shouldn't tell her that I went to a whole new region with this in my pocket before I realized that I needed it for this quest. Don't tell her. Wow, the Psyducks look all better already. What a relief. Thanks for finding this medicine for us. You know, I was a little nervous about the Galaxy team before, but if you're the sort of folk that are kind enough to help total strangers, I guess I had no reason to worry. And what did you call that stuff again? Secret medicine? Gosh, the Galaxy team must be very talented. Maybe I'll visit you all in Jubilife Village sometime. Alrighty, we used the secret medicine like we use in Diamond Pearl Platinum to get the Psyduck out of the way so we can access a mountain that's misty. Yeah, just the person I was waiting for. There's a Pokemon I was hoping you could bring me. I've been trying to make a business of offering the groundbreaking experience of having your Pokemon... of having your photo taken with your Pokemon. But no one around here seems interested in the appeal. Perhaps they're all just too afraid of Pokemon to get over their reluctance. But I happened to accidentally catch a Pokemon in this photo, and it gave me a brilliant idea. See how fluffy it is? How adorably soft! How irresistibly, impossibly cuddly! Once people see a Pokemon like this in the photo, they'll all want to have their portraits taken together with them. But I need to get a better shot of it than this one. If you find one, could you bring it here? The Pokemon in the Woodlands photo. So yeah, all you're doing is just taking a photo that this guy shows you and going out to find the Pokemon that is represented in the photo. Of course, I think I have one. It's not obvious. Do I seriously not? Never mind, I'll be right back. Okay. Yes! It stayed in the bowl. We got up in here. I did catch one. How did I not see that? Okay. I feel kind of stupid now. Yeah, it's even fluffier and lovelier than I imagined from that photo. This is it! This is exactly it! Let's get a proper shot at once. I was able to get just the shot I needed, thanks to you and that Pokemon of yours. This should go a long way toward getting the other villagers over their fears and into some photos with Pokemon. Hooray! Now we have some new options added to the photography studio. Hello, Mr. Sir. I did what you asked for. Did you complete with Choke's Pokédex entry? Please, show me. So it likes grain, huh? And it certainly has a sturdy, powerful body. It would be the perfect addition to the construction cars. One second. I got one! Thanks to you, I was able to catch him a choke! I guess I owe the Survey Corps one. It really seemed to enjoy the grain cake I threw at it. I promised we'd feed it lots of grain dishes, and that seems to be enough for it to help us. You know, the recent exploits of the Survey Corps are what inspired me to get help from Pokemon in the first place. Keep up the good work. Thank you, good sir. Yay! I got some good stuff. Alrighty then. Now I'm going to teleport myself out of here before a Pokemon sees me and tries to kill me. Yeah, I can go back and do Arceus' request. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, and I can also... Yeah. I can also rank up. And this guy has a request. I'll get to you in just a minute, sir. Arazu, my favorite friend. That sounds kind of mean to all my other friends. Here's a Mischievous, if you want to look at it. You know, people are afraid of Mischievous because of how it apparently wails at night, but getting a good look at it like this really gives me some fresh perspective. Look how it billows and sways and flows. Wait, that's it. That's what I'll do. Wow, I just thought of some charming hairstyles. And an enchanting new palette of colors. All thanks to you and Mischievous here. Come by any time and try out my new ideas for yourself. Yeah. Another request from her? No, that's not right either. It needs a special extra something. But what? Oh, nice timing as always. I could use your help again coming up with some new hairstyles. I've hit another wall here. Now I bet I could get inspiration from a different Pokemon this time. A Pokemon like, yeah, Curlia. I can't remember how it looks exactly, but I'm pretty sure it has a real distinct style. If I could study one up nice and close, I bet it'd get me past this block. If you manage to catch a Curlia, bring it here so I can look at it, okay? Alright, now we gotta search out a Curlia, which we have none. And you, my friend... I didn't even mean to do this. I don't know how that... I don't know how that happened. I'm just talking to him while my back is turned. That's kind of rude. Face people when you talk to them, kids. Thanks again for lending me a hand with getting that photo of Baneri last time, recruits. Everyone in the village sure loved it. I was hoping I might get your help on another little task, in fact. Would you take a look at this? Okay. Rather eerie, wouldn't you say? That thing was so close, and yet I had no idea it was even there when the photo was taken. From a shot like this, I can't even say with any certainty whether it's a Pokemon or not. Something else entirely. If you recognize that thing in the photo as some Pokemon that truly exists out there in the wild, I'd like to see it. I'd sure love your help on this. This time it's actually extremely obvious what we're trying to find here, and I think I might have a Duskull. Let me take a look. Why don't I have the opportunity to search? That's okay. I have eyes. Here we go. This is the Pokemon you were looking for, good sir. It kind of bounces its own eyeball in between its nose bridge. What a hair-raising spectacle! Yes, I'm certain this is the Pokemon from the photo. Didn't you just say that you didn't know whether or not it was a Pokemon or not? Well, now that I've seen such a clear example of the real thing, I'd like to get a proper photo. There we go. You know, I must admit, I feel quite relieved to know that it truly was just a Pokemon in the end. And a Pokemon with its own sort of charm, really. I'm glad I was able to photograph it. You're welcome, good sir. I'm happy to help you get pictures of Pokemon. It's what I do. You know, aside from saving the world, documenting Pokemon all over the place, I like to do the little stuff. Alright, let me take a look. There is another request over here. Must be from the board. Please don't tell me this is Zeke again. Then again, I feel like if it was Zeke, then I would see the icon for the side quests right in the doorway. No, he's just gone. This time he's really making sure he doesn't lose a sister. What a massive mushroom. Morel, the mushroom hunter, is curious about the mushroom growing on Parasite's back. Please assist him investigating. Where happened would this person be? What a mess mushroom. Okay, it's all the way over there. You. seems some of my fellow mushroom enthusiasts are looking into a fungus that sprouts from the back of a certain Pokemon. Parasect is its name, I think. If you manage to catch one, I'd love to take it off your hands and do some research of my own. As a mushroom foraging veteran of 20 years, I aim to keep my finger on the beating pulse of all fungal fact-finding endeavors after all. Well, lucky for you, I have two! See if I can find it here. Let me just see if I have no. See if my other one is better suited for you, good sir. I'm pretty sure. This one's stronger. I think it makes more sense to give you this one rather than the other one. I remember doing this with an alpha parasect that I caught, and the thing blocked the door. It looked hilarious. I wish I had one now. I wish I had waited a little bit, but heck, whatever. This is a lovely mushroom and all, but where's the parasect you promised me? You say this mushroom is actually... The mushroom is the Pokemon! Yeah! The mushroom! It turned around! No, you're saying this thing is a Pokemon, not a mushroom? And yet, call it a forager's intuition, but 20 long years of picking tells me something is amiss. Yes, I'm sure of it. This thing that turned to look at us just now, it's definitely a mushroom. Had you there for a minute there. Please forgive my shroom humor. But could you imagine? To think, a Pokemon that's really just a mushroom. Sure, such a thing is the stuff of fiction, right? I guess you could say that. I got some candy truffles. I think you're the guy that I'm looking for the honey quest. Listen, I've been gathering Combi honey for work, and I'm starting to think that our honey's flavor varies between groups of Combi. I'd like to look into the differences more, but that'd mean collecting honey from Combi hives in all sorts of areas, and that's a bit too much for this lone fellow. That's where you come in. I'd love if you could bring me Combi from 3 different areas. First, give me Combi from Grueling Grove, would you? And the Grueling Grove is in the Obsidian Fieldlands, just right over... I think it's right over here, but since I haven't explored it yet, it's not marked on my map. We're going to be exploring these in more detail later. For now, though, I think I'm actually in a good place. I know this episode was kind of all over the place, but I think I'm pretty good. Aside from, how close am I with the Pokédex entries for Trim and Roselia? I have a Ralts, which I can probably try to evolve. I'm actually really close to getting the page complete for Roselia. I could probably get that done. Trim is about level 5. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to switch up my party just a little bit and bring Trim out here. Maybe I can battle some Roselia and use Trim to fight. That might be a good idea. So let me teleport myself over there. I guess while we're going through this, I can thank you guys for watching the series so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. I've actually been enjoying myself now that I finally returned to this game after everything else I've been playing on the channel. I know I have like now about 5 games going on now. I'm thinking that it was a good idea for me to drop the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Let's Play, because I feel like I started that way too far into the main story surrounding Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so I'm going to get to that eventually in the future. Just not for right now. I have been really wanting to finish off Donkey Kong Bonanza and Legends ZA. I've been wanting to see how Tears of the Kingdom ends. I've been waiting as long as you guys have been. I've been waiting for a long time to play that again, and I've been trying really hard not to spoil it for myself. Which is hard because the game came out, like, I don't even know how long, like a couple of years ago. And I sort of dropped it for a long moment when Luigi's Mansion 2 HD came to the Switch. Because I've been really looking forward to playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the channel, but I never had a chance to because I didn't have a capture card hooked up to my 3DS so I could play 3DS games. Once I finally had the chance to play that, I got really excited. I wasn't going to play it until I got done with everything else, but I felt like since it was new, and since it was hype for the present moment, in that present moment, I thought it best that I just play it then, rather than wait any longer. And then, after I finished that, I wanted to get done with Mario and Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And I wanted to do that quickly because Mario and Luigi Brothership was coming out in about a couple of weeks. I felt like it was a good idea to get that done, just so I wouldn't have to worry about making the videos after I started with Brothership. And then I got caught up with Mario and Luigi Brothership. I actually had a lot of fun with that game. I hope you guys did too. It was a really nice addition to the Mario and Luigi series, which had been dead for a long time, so... You know, I showed that photo of Duskull to the children in the village, and they all shrieked with delight! Thanks again for helping me out with that. Are you sure it was delightful, sir? In fact, I'd like to ask you help once again. If I might. Would you take a look at this? This is what I've been waiting for. I know exactly what Pokemon this is. He needs me to get a picture of, or catch, Turtwig. It took me a while to find out what that Pokemon was. I actually had to look it up because I didn't recognize the photo. So, yeah, I kind of cheated with that one. Sorry to say. I got the Pokemon that you wanted. Let me take a look. See. Okay. There we go. Turtwig. Yes, that's a pair of leaves on its head. That's it! I knew the photo had captured a Pokemon. As if it hasn't before. Now I'm fired up to take a proper shot of it. To commemorate this little discovery. There we go. This has been such a learning experience for me. I've been able to hone my eye as a photographer thanks to these little puzzles, for sure. But I still want to see and photograph even more different Pokemon. If you're open to it, I certainly hope you'll keep bringing your Pokemon by to take many more photographs here. Of course, my friend. Of course I will. So, let me go ahead and take care of that Roselia quest, and that's where I will end off the video. I'm so distracted thinking about how Oh. They're not even in the village. Where are they? Okay! I'll be back! Oh, seems you've learned a thing or two about Roselia. That didn't take as long as I expected. Actually, it took me about I don't even know how long. I don't even know how long it's been since I accepted a request. Yeah. Okay. Well, what? Roselia is poisonous, but it looks so fragile and innocent. I can't believe it. Well, in any case, I was able to learn a lot about Roselia thanks to you. Please accept these little rewards from a grateful Roselia fan. Hooray! And she disappeared. Okay. Alrighty. And with that, we have completed a crap ton of requests. Not all of them in the game, but a crap ton of them. Just got a couple more available as of this moment. But I think we can save those for the future. Next video, we are finally going to be able to tackle the new area, which is going to be exciting. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning into this awesome episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Nintendo Switch. Please, tune in next time. We will finally head to the Alabaster Icelands and see what we can do in quelling the Lord Evolution's frenzy. It's going to be fun, I promise. Thanks so much for watching. So long, guys. See you in the next